What a smart-looking crowd here. I was kind of circulating before we got started. I got to confess to you and tell you, I have no idea how I actually got here. I don't know. I know who drove me. I know how I transported here, but I have no idea. But what I do know is you guys are probably looking at me and saying, what does this cowboy from Western North Dakota know about technology? Okay. You know, you guys, we got the vernacular. We can talk about capital. We can talk about disrupting, education. We can do all that. But how about we just talk brass tacks? So, how many of you guys saw the big 16-foot drone out in front? All right. So, that is TIOGA. That's TIOGA's project. I represent TIOGA Economic Development. I'm the Economic Development Director over there. And what we did is made an investment in a company from the Ukraine. They produced those drones, and I got to tell you, it was a little bit difficult to get it down here. We had to put it on a trailer. Last night, a hinge on the back of the trailer broke, and so we had to get it welded. We didn't leave TIOGA. We didn't leave last night until 3 o'clock in the morning. Got here, unloaded it, put it together. And why would we go through those challenges? We go through those challenges because it's what I call mission critical. The 21st century and the 21st century technology is extremely important to what we're going to be doing in the future. And so I'm going to show you what some of the things are. We just completed Drone Camp for Kids on Sunday. So we wrapped up Drone Camp for Kids. We had 75 students in the drone program. We also this year expanded the program into robotics. So we had 40 robotics students just over the weekend. And you guys may have read the deal. It said public-private partnerships. Thought that this was going to be a kind of a boring session, but it's actually not. This is going to be hopefully the funnest one. Like I said, I'm with TIOGA Economic Development, and we came up with an economic development strategy. Probably the worst thing that ever happened to Western North Dakota is high-speed internet, because now we can actually catch up to what everybody else is doing. So we're kind of excited about that. So our economic development plan was, we want to move forward into a 21st century model, which is public-private partnerships. And you may have heard public-private partnerships been, derided and, kind of talked down about lately, but they have worked in Western North Dakota. They actually work. And so I'm here to give you news, 100% support on that. Laser recruitment strategy, what do the employers need? High-value positioning, highly talented and trained workforce. Focus on what your community has. Quality of life is critical, driven by an overall vision, and the key infrastructure is what? Why I'm here? Education, you guys. So, public-private partnerships, as you guys may or may not know, is generally understood to involve a collaboration between a government agency and a private sector company that can be used to finance, build, and operate projects such as public transportation networks, parks, convention centers, or guess what else? Education programs. So what we did is we took a survey, and if you went to any community, we'd probably find very similar results. At our combined meeting of the EDC, Economic Development, and the Chamber, we found that sponsoring education and development to attract quality workforce was high on the priority list of the communities. Improve local health care, expand and retain current businesses with sustainable community growth, create organic business growth, make new business easier to attract with a vibrant downtown, and create a business cycle that feeds its own growth based on demand. So those were the results of the surveys. From the results of the surveys, 12 months later, we formulated a strategy where we would say, let's focus on activities first. Then after a period of focusing on activities, we'll focus on facilities. Where can we have the activities? And then hopefully that will create the quality of life that everyone needs so that we can attract industries. So activities, facilities, industries. The good thing about TIOGA is that we have a captive audience. The Hess plant, they have about between 200 and 250 employees. And those people, that industry needs employees. So that puts TIOGA at about 2,700 people in a tight bind. Where do we find the 200 people to work at the Hess plant? If we took a survey, I'll bet you that most of those people, even though we're in TIOGA, live in Minot. They commute every day. That's a problem. That's a problem for our schools. It's a problem for tax collection. This is all these employees coming to our town and flushing the toilet at lunch. Who pays for that? Who pays for that infrastructure? So we got to have growth. If we're not growing, we're dying. Then compounded with that, of course, is then Enel Green Power North America. Enel operates 75 wind turbines, and they're planning on doing another 150 expansion. Each one of those phases in their plan requires 15 to 20 employees. So now, on top of the HES, now we also have to attract new employees. That's where Enel Green Power North America comes in, because they finance all of the technology programs that I'm getting ready to describe to you. Because why? Because they use drones to inspect their wind turbines. So that pushes us into needing to provide 21st century education to the local employers. So what we did is we went to the TIOGA school, and we have Carolyn Idy right there in the back. Carolyn, give us a wave. Carolyn, we went to Carolyn and we said, we got a plan and it includes drones. Will you give us an endorsement? We don't ask for money. We do this 100% independent of the schools. This is to support, this is a community activity that supports what you guys are doing. So this is completely funded by outside industry. And I'll show you how that's done here as well. So once again, back to our mission, activities, facilities, and industries. TIOGA Drone Camp for Kids. As part of TIOGA's Strategic Economic Development Plan, the EDC has incorporated activities for children and education to distinguish and establish TIOGA in its transition from oil capital of North Dakota to energy and innovation capital of North Dakota. As we prepare TIOGA to enter the 21st century, it is our goal to diversify our local economy with energy production being oil, natural gas, now we have wind, and technology for our young people as we prepare them for the new global economy. TIOGA believes that if North Dakota can be the drone capital of the world, then TIOGA can be the drone capital for kids. With the support of local businesses and partnership with educators, STEAM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, Math partnership with TIOGA Public Schools 6th through 12th grade. UND has been enlisted to assist us with the curriculum. So as I stated, we just completed the TIOGA Drone Camp for Kids. This is our 4th year. We have a long-term contract with Enel Green Power North America. As now, who else jumps on board? But Enbridge sees what we're doing and they say, hey, can we be a part too? Well, we have an exclusive contract. We have an exclusive contract with Enel Green Power North America, so we invented an entire new activity for Enbridge to sponsor. So we have the drone camp for kids, and this is all put together by Creation Crate. So right here is a Creation Crate. Let me show you. So this is one of the Creation Crate robot kits, and my colleague that brought this out, Mr. Dave Heeman, he will be here for you guys to talk to. He's got a table set up outside. It is important, this is absolutely crucial that we get you to actually look at these and consider them for your school. But public-private partnership, I'm gonna show you how to pay for it as well. So, the TIOGA Drone Camp for Kids is sponsored by Enel Green Power North America and Lindahl Wind Farms. We receive a $4,000 to $5,000 grant every year from Enel Green Power North America. What I do is I take that grant to the TIOGA Visitor Promotion Fund and I ask them for the funds to promote the activity. Then, of course, Nesset Consulting provides us with the hangar at the TIOGA Air Center, which is why you saw the mats out front in front of the drone. Engineering, of course, engineers are going to support it. KLJ, AE2S, Ackerman Esvold. The Minot Area Development Corporation, all the way over from Minot, gave us $4,500. The Wilson Economic Development has given us $2,500 for an innovation competition that we spun off. And so in 2016, our budget was $12,000. In 2017, it was $30,000. In 2018, it was $20,000. And in 2019, this year, it was $19,000. So our budgets go down, but our quality that we provide to the students is going up. Each one of the students gets to take home their own drone. That's where the crucial part of it is. Now that's last year's drone. This happens to be this year's drone, $119 value. I'm actually gonna give this away today. I'm also gonna give away all these with the exception of the DJI. The DJI belongs to the TIOGA Public Schools. This is the drone camp for kids that we the first year that we had it. This is the graduating class last year. Of course, Superintendent of Public Instruction Kirsten Baszler came to present us with the STEM accreditation. So we are STEM.org accredited. It is one of the only activities in the United States that's actually the 2-day camp that's STEM accredited. Then also, Enel Green Power North America presented Sarah Klug. Where's Sarah? Where's Sarah at? There's Sarah right over there waving, with a Phantom 3 drone. Now, every year that they've sponsored us, they also given a contribution to the local schools. The local school this year, just on Sunday, received a check for $16,500 for their STEM program. So that's what the business gave to them. And then, of course, the Drone Camp for Kids, it won the Economic Development Award, Small Community Award. And other communities now have been asking us to do camps for them. We can't do the drone camp because drone camp belongs to TIOGA, but we do the tech camp. And that is, those materials and that instruction is provided by my colleague, Mr. Dave Heeman. The first year, what we did is we did the Bluetooth speaker. So we teach the students how to assemble their own Bluetooth speaker, then they can use their cell phone or other device to connect to it. The spin-off that we did with the $2,500 that we received from Williston Region Economic Development was we put a call out to inventors in North Dakota. We received several applications, and this gentleman, for his oil field safety, you see a pump jack, it goes up and down. What this gentleman invented was a switch where you don't have to climb on top of the pump jack, which is very dangerous, to engage the safety device. You gotta crawl on top of the rig to engage the safety device. He invented a switch, and of the industry people that we enlisted, he won the prize. And so we're spinning this off. We're doing many, many different things with it. And then, of course, that activity led us to Aerodrone. We were invited down to the UAS conference, and this manufacturer of the Aerodrone approached us, and we thought, well, let's try to establish some operations there. That big drone, we are currently trying to go through FAA approval. That drone that you see outside can go 600 miles or fly 6 hours autonomously, all by itself. I don't know any kids that can operate that. That's why we're pursuing this. So from that, got to be a little braggadocious here. North Dakota leaders invited to White House. That's me, of course, and the mayor of Minot with the city manager. We were invited to the White House because of the drone camp. That's how we kind of came to their attention. What does Drone Camp for Kids accomplish? It delivers results that constituents want. It provides support to the school's STEM and STEAM projects. Why wouldn't you want to live in TIOGA where the education of our students is priority, right? Evidence of a vibrant community is signs of life. Industries attract and recruit new industries through dedicated workforce development that begins with students. It is absolutely impossible without community support. Here's where the public-private partnership of what I want to teach you. And if you have any questions afterwards, I want to hold your hand. This is absolutely critical. Local champions, you got to find somebody that is passionate about what they do. And it's got to be it can't just be a student, an educator, because we know you're all passionate. Find a local champion outside of education. Find those interested civic groups. All of the civic groups are interested because most of those civic groups are put together of business people. They need to hire people. Find the endorsement of your local school. That's you guys. That's part of the reason that I want to come and talk to you, is that we find support from educators. They give us the thumbs up, and then we can go into the community and find the other elements that we need to pay for it. Sponsors, employers that need trained labor, they're great, great targets, your target market, to start writing the checks. Community support, local business, and civic groups, hotels, restaurants, those types of things that can jump on board with your effort. This is the graduating class that graduated on last Sunday, and we're very, very excited to come and share with you. And I want to tell you one thing. I got 50 seconds to tell you this. I was not an exceptional student. I was actually a very, very challenged student. I almost did not graduate high school. And I hate to go with the old trope that it just takes one teacher, but actually that's true. It just does take one teacher. I had a civics teacher that helped me get through an entire year of algebra He helped me. He sat down with me, and we went all through it. Civics, helping me with math, he was dedicated, and that's why I stand before you today talking to you about government, why I became a registered lobbyist, and why I can't get enough of this public-private partnership and want to share that with you. So that's my presentation, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you will consider 21st century technology and let us help you. Thank you.